Hey, Shalom family, may the PCI this part two. My video cut off on me, so I'm gonna continue with part two of the video. I left off right here in chapter 3. No, excuse me, back it up. I left off in chapter 4, and I was showing you how at this part Yahweh sent Moshe back to Mizraim, and he spoke in a vision or a dream to Aaron to meet Moshe, leaving out of the territory of the Medians by the mountain Horeb, which is the mountain of Yah, which now we know is in the territory of Saudi Arabia, northwest corner of Saudi Arabia. See right here, and now Yah said to Aaron, go into the wilderness. See, the wilderness is also where we're going to meet Yah at. The same wilderness Aaron had to go to meet Moshe. I mean, where Moshe dwelled near is the place where the 12 tribes will return before we ever get into the kingdom of Yah, where our final judgment is going to be to be restored back to Yah. So right here, so now Jehovah, I got to send Jehovah because I'm reading Jehovah in the translation. Now Yah said to Aaron, go into the wilderness to meet Moshe. And so Aaron traveled to Mount Horeb. See, the dry place in Hebrew, Horeb means dry place. To Horeb, to the mountain, not to the mountain of Yah, and meet Moshe there. And they greeted each other warmly. So right there, I'm gonna continue with verse. Now I'm gonna go to Exodus chapter 13. 20. I'm gonna bypass all the events that took place in Mizraim because the whole thing of this is to show you where and how they traveled from Mizraim to the land where the mountain of Yah is at in Midian. Brothers and sisters, where the true Sinai is at, brothers and sisters, the mountain of Yah. So right here, we going to chapter 13 at this time of Acts chapter 13, verse 17 to 20 right here. I'm going to get right into it. It says, so at last, Pharaoh let the people go. But Ra did not lead them through the land of the Philistines. This is a very key point. See, I'm going to point that out in a minute. He did not lead them through the land of the Philistines. He said, excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. He did not lead them through the land of the Philistines, although that was the most direct route from Egypt to the promised land. So I'm going to stop right there, right here. See, the direct route here, they were dwelling in this area here. The direct and the fastest route from where they were dwelling in Goshen was to come through here straight across, bam, ran into Palestine. See, the direct at the tip right here, they went right around the coast and right into, see, there, real fast. But y'all didn't take them that route. So keep that in mind right there. That's on the map. So doing the things you got keep in mind as we cover these things here. Let me find my place by 13 right here. I lost my place. Chapter 13, verse 18. Here. See right here? It said, the Philistine, although that was the most direct route from Mizraim or Egypt to the promised land. The reason was that Barah felt the people might become discouraged. He know that our people heart. Discouraged to lose heart by having to fight their way through, even though they had left Mizraim armed. You see that? You see that? It's nothing wrong with having weapons during the time of war and fight, brothers and sisters. I had to pause and to put these things out. Y'all didn't condemn them for having weapons, brothers and sisters. We need to get our weapons back. Leaving captivity with our weapons, brothers and sisters. They left Egypt with their weapons. It's right there, see. I'm not saying depend on the weapons over Yah, but Yah said part of our curse was our weapons got taken away from us, brothers and sisters. Part of our coming back into your blessing is regaining our weapons for a purpose, for a reason. So right here, keep in mind, see, it say they left Egypt armed, and he thought they might return to Mizraim. See, y'all know our people. And because many times, remember we read how they was fighting to get back in. You see that. And instead, Barah led them along a route through the Red Sea wilderness. You see that? Now, let's look at this. Let's find out the Red Sea wilderness. Now, this is the first wilderness that our people was taught by Constantine and his wife and all the Caucasians alike. And now our people teach this thing, spread the same message. See right here? The Red Sea is here. The Red Sea is here and branch off here to there. All that. They call it Gulf Aqaba, Gulf of Suez there. See, but all that's part of the Red Sea. All of this land right here is referred to as the wilderness of the Red Sea. You see? It's right there, brothers and sisters. Not Sinai, they call right there. They put that there, and they put a red bowl to Sinai. See, this is the map of America. But nevertheless, see right there, they put it right here too. Mount Sinai. They want to blow it up for you. So right here, y'all tuck them through the wilderness of the Red Sea. This particular book highlighted right here, see? See, it said, Barah led them along a route through the Red Sea wilderness. Moshe took the bones of Yosef with them. And Yosef had made the sons of Yashayeah vow before Barah that they would take his bones with them when Barah lead them out of Mizraim, as he was sure Barah would. Leaving Sukkoth, they camped at Ham at the edge of the wilderness. See, so I don't know if I got that particular on Sukkoth, leaving Sukkoth. So they left a place called Sukkoth in the wilderness of the Red Sea. So I'm trying to see the Sukkoth. I don't see it on this map. Sukkoth. Okay, to see a canal, Suez Canal, Great Bitter Lake there, and then they got I'm trying to see any information there to pick up the key names. When I get across them, I'm gonna point them out to you. The Ethan, I didn't see it. Okay, so they left here, leaving. So they're traveling through the wilderness of the Red Sea. So keep that in mind. They leave in Sukkoth. They came to Ethan at the edge of the wilderness. So they're at the edge of the wilderness. And Yah guided them by a pillar of cloud during the daytime and by a pillar of fire at night. So they could travel either by day or night. The clouds and fire were never out of sight. So keep that in mind. See right here? Y'all could do wonderful things with the cloud. He could allow it to be red. He could allow the cloud to turn into a tornado. He could allow from the clouds the rain, the hail, the storm, brothers and sisters. So he could allow the cloud to speed up and slow down. He allowed the cloud to get very dark. He could allow the cloud to get very light, like whiter than snow, brothers and sisters. Think about these things, brothers. That's miracle. He could allow from the wind to come and cause the frost to come. He can allow the sun to get extremely hot. You can see the radiations from the sun. See, all the miracles of Yah, that's the power of Yah that he controls. They're miracles, great signs of Yah, but people overlook them as signs of Yah. Yah can do anything. He can make water, like the hurricanes come. He can allow the wind to cause the water to build up and flow real fast and bring the hail, the storm, the rain, and the wind. He can have all the elements to work together and cause a lot of damage. That's the miracles of Yah. How the earth still overlook. Yah can form the water. He can make it into a pillow on both sides and allow people to walk through. That's what he did. That's peanuts to the Creator. If you just grasp what I just told you and what you see on the common time, what they call a place on the Bible Belt. Y'all torched that falsehood out there with tornadoes. Constantly, every year, showing them his great signs. He don't love that place out there, them people. That's what you think out there. That's where most of the cults is at in history that did damage to the people in America, and they still got them out there flourishing. T.D. Jakes out there. I think Clifford Doll out that area too, with all the rest. The House of Yahweh. It's another house of people got a House of Yahweh out there. There's a lot of stuff going on out there, brothers and sisters. That they call the Bible Belt. I was a part of two different organizations out there. So with that, it says, see, Pharaoh wouldn't let us go. Okay, let me see. I'll make sure. I don't want to lose my spot. So right here. See right here, say in the wilderness, see right here, say, he said, at the edge of the wilderness, it said, Yah guided them by a pillar of cloud during the daytime and by the pillars of cloud at night. So they could travel either by day or night, and the cloud of fire were never out of their sight. So keep that in mind. As I'm gonna go to here, make sure I'm in my right spot. Here I read 13 to 20 there. So I'm gonna go to chapter 14. I gotta read the whole chapter there. So let me get into it real fast. So I'm reading the whole chapter here. Whole chapter 14 is so deep. Too. See, it said, the whole chapter 14 says, Yah now instructed Moshe, tell the people. See, the whole time at this point of time, they roaming around and they traveling. I don't want to say roaming, but they traveling through the Red Sea wilderness. So keep that in your mind. Instructed Moshe, tell the people to turn towards Hiroth, between Migdal and the sea opposite of Baal Zephon. So let's locate this on the map real quick. See right here? Let me read it again. So we got maps right here. We mapping this out where they at. They in the wilderness at this time of the Red Sea wilderness. Yah told Moshe to tell them here, tell the people to turn towards, see, so they was going in one direction. Then he told them to turn in a direction toward Hiroth between Migdal and the sea. Now you can see what sea he's talking about here. See, so on this map here, I show you here. See right here, they got let me see. They got Hiroth right here. See, they even got a circle for you here. See right here. I did that circle on this particular spot. See right here, but they got a point because that's a significant spot. Point of travel. So they turn into the by near the sea. See, near the Sea of Reeds. So they got here right near the Red Sea crossing. See, right here I'm gonna go back, pull it back. See right here, this whole area here is the Red Sea wilderness. But there was at this portion of the Red Sea wilderness, at this place between right here. See right here, they got all this word right here, Migdal. Right here. See, there was in this place here. Y'all told me to go there. See, now go back here. tell them to turn towards Phi Hiroth between Migdal and the sea. See? So they turn in this direction here. And Migdal here, right here between the sea, dead. So they ran in this region here, dead. They got the cross at this mark, but it's dead near here. He said between the sea, dead. So let's keep reading. See? It said Migdal and the sea. Opposite of Baal. So fine, I can't find Baal. Okay, see, right. Okay, opposite here go right here. See, so they show you on that side opposite. See, the opposite direct of Baal. So fine is dead. They got it marked out dead. See, right opposite dead from right here. See, so they're saying this the cross here. They're in between Madal and the sea. Opposite here. So it's opposite then. This more now closer to here. Then my dog is located here. See, pull it back on the opposite side of the wilderness of the Red Sea, and that's the sea. Y'all see, between my dog and the sea here. See, so right here. Let me pull that back again for you. Let me get my ink pen on it. Okay, right here. There you go, right there. See. Between Hiroth, forgive me for my mispronouncing some of these words. Between Migdal and the sea, opposite of Baal Siphon, and to camp there. See, to camp there along the shore. See, so there was right there at the sea, on the shore, near the shore. For Pharaoh will think those Israelites or Yah are trapped now. See, between the sea from that territory and from the sea. Oh, we got it right at the base of the sea now. That's what you think they got them trapped. See, that's what y'all was telling them. Y'all was setting them up for the kill. See, it said in between the desert and the sea. See the wilderness they was in, the Red Sea wilderness they was in, and the sea they call the Gulf Aqaba, Sea of Reeds. So let me get it right there. So now you should see that we at this point here in between the sea. When you cross over, you're crossing over into the territory of Saudi Arabia. Now it's obvious, brother and sister, where it's right there. I can close the book right here, but I got to keep going a little bit more. Because I'm establishing points. When we establish the point, they travel. Now you got pictures here. We got maps to go by with the teaching. See, they travel here, down there. They end up here. See, let me they got Gabal Musa. Okay, right here. See, so they in this territory here now. What I'm showing you on the map here, right here. And so there we in this territory here, and all of this got nothing to do with the mountain of Yah. Now you know that, because now we trapped here in the Red Sea wilderness is here. We trapped. Well, we not trapped. They means right anything they got a trap. This all the lay land, so they think they got a trap here in the wilderness by the sea. Bam. So keep that in mind. Remember, the Mount of Yah was not in Arabia or in the wilderness they called the Red Sea. Now they saying they falsely claimed it, called it Mount Sinai. So right here, so we see that here. We got records. We got the scriptures. Scriptures is on point. So right here, in the maps, bring it to life. So right here, it's in right here. And this is the Caucasian map. Here, it's right here, and those trapped now between the desert and the sea. And once again I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and he will chase after you. I have planned this to gain great honor. See, y'all is so great. And honor, they got glory over them, which is strength over them, power over them, over Pharaoh and all of his army. And the Egyptians shall know that I am. See, at that time, see, y'all saying that he did it to set them up. So the Egyptians of the people that is under Pharaoh is what they like to call the common people, would know Yah is the power. So people like to call themselves chemetics. Yah set your boys up to show him and to show the people of Mizraim that Yah, who they should serve. So right here, let's get it. See, he said, I have planned this to gain great honor and glory they have over the Pharaoh and all his army, and that Mizraim shall know that I am Yah. And so they encamp. See, I want to say this as well. See, the jealousy of the nations at our nation is because Yah gave us the Torah. That's why they hate us so severely. So keep that in mind as well. To teach not only our nation, but eventually also teach the earth the words of Yah. So right here, so let me keep reading. It says, so they encamped where they were told. And when the word reached the king of Mizraim that Yashayelah, they got Israelites, were not planning to return to Mizraim after 3 days. So he still had that stuck in his mind what Moshe told him before. He still had to see, he had that stuck in his mind that was going to return. He's like, God damn it, they tricked me. Let me go and get them. And so, and they own Mizraim wording. He said things like that. So y'all put that into his, allowed that to be into my heart and his heart. See, it's saying, but to keep on going. And Pharaoh and his staff became bold again. See that? What is this we have done, letting all these slaves get away? See, I want to point this out too. See, our nation, see, your enemy, Caucasian, look at you as slaves. Regardless, I don't care how much they give you, billions of dollars, trillions of dollars. But if you're a slave and servant to them, if they got you under their idolatry, which is their God, is their idolatry, Christ, why do you think their principal feast is Christmas? See, Christ's Mass, they gather you under Christ's Mass, under their false savior principles. Our brothers and sisters, you're a slave. And you're giving yourself to your enemies, brothers and sisters. See, y'all was wise, even dealing with our nation, because he knew, that's why he led us this way as well. See, he was setting Pharaohs up, but he was teaching us something too. His great power to only depend on him, but not turn back to neighbor. Our nation was stubborn, and still is to the day. Still wanted to depend on the Europeans, right here. Willingly, out of ignorance. See, right here, a Pharaoh and his staff became bold again. What is this we have done, letting all these slaves get away? They asked. So Pharaoh led the chase in his chariot, followed by the pick of Egyptians, chariots corps, 600 chariots in all, and other chariots driven by Mizraim officers. He pursued the people of Yashayelah. So he went after them, for they had taken much of the wealth of Mizraim with them. And Pharaoh's entire cavalry, horse, chariots, and charioteers was used in the chase. And the Mizraim army overtook the people of Yashayelah as they were encamped beside the shore near Hiroth, across from Baal Safan. See? So you give me two locations. We was here by Baal Safan is over there in Saudi Arabia. As the Mizraim army approached, the people of Yashayelah saw them far in the distance, speeding after them. And they were terrified and frightened and cried out to Yah to help them. And they turned against Moshe. See that? Whining. Have you brought us out here to die in the desert? Because there were not enough graves for us in Mizraim? Why did you make us leave Mizraim? Isn't this what we told you while we were slaves, to leave us alone? See that? We said it would be better to be slaves to Mizraim than to be dead in the wilderness. See the mind frame of our people, brothers and sisters. I'm going to go with this. I'm in chapter 14. I'm going to go down to the whole thing. So I got quite a bit of ways to go. Okay, here. So it said, but Moshe told the people, don't be afraid. Just stand where you are and watch, and you will see the wonderful ways Yah will rescue you today. In the Mizraim you are looking at, you will never see them again. See that said of Mizraim. And Yah will fight for you, and you won't need to lift a finger. Then Yah said to Moshe, quit praying and get the people moving. Forward, march. Use your rod, hold it out over the water, and the sea will open up a path before you, and all the people of Yashayelah shall walk through on dry ground, and I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians. See that? See, Yah, he could have did it himself, but he doing it, but he wanted to do, he's showing them their power and showing Moshe, just to follow my order. It's Yah behind the scene. The rod ain't really doing the work. It's Yah doing the work, but he got this tool in Moshe's hand. So use it. And by doing these things, he said, I'm sure my great wonderful powers. Moshe. And that's what he was doing. It's like he used the elements, the clouds, and do all these wonderful things. You don't see a cloud is sitting up there, you just think the cloud is like, so it's helpless. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by a cloud of Yah. You had that cloud come down, one cloud come down and rip up the whole neighborhood. While it's sunshiny out there, all of a sudden that shadow form and get dark and look a fool. That's how we'll look at it. You'll be saying that cloud went fool. So he can make something go fool. He'll make that rod go fool on you. Drop that rod. And that rod, y'all put in something in that rod. So he could put something in the rod. He put some elements in that rod, and that thing gonna do what it say, and they're gonna go whipping some behind. So keep that in mind too. And they will go in after you, and you will see the honor I will get in defeating Pharaoh and all his army, chariots, and horsemen. And all Mizraim should know that I am Yah. And then the Malakim of Yah, they got angels, but the Malakim of Yah, who was leading the people of Yashayelah, moved the cloud around behind them. You see that? You see how we see the cloud move sometimes fast, low? It's an operation behind that. You know, it can rain over here, but over across the street is dry. The miracles of Yah. Brothers and sisters. But people overlook these things. They think Yah can't do these. When you talk about that, they think this is something like something Christians made up about Jesus walking on water. See, that's that. But Yah could make that take place, but that didn't place. See, that's fabricated. Dead. To get you believing in some false man that saved you and we in captivity by them. See? But y'all gonna do wonderful miracles. He do it. I'm telling you now, I'm showing you all the things he do with the clouds. Right here. See right here, and the Malachim who were leading the people of Yasha Yah move, he was leading up behind the scene. You didn't see him. Moshe was the man of our nation leading us, but the Malachim was doing other leading us and moving the clouds. See, y'all just gave it away right there. When y'all say when the clouds go before you, you move. That was the Malachim doing that. See, y'all just almost like, he revealed that to you with this and said, then the Malachim of Yah, who leading the people of Yahshua, you see by the cloud, move the clouds around behind them. You see that? So if Yah said, I'm going to have the clouds before you by day and night, keep that in mind. To lead you. When the clouds move, you move. See? So when the Yah ordered the Malachim to move the clouds, see, Malachim moved the clouds. Boom. Hit. Then over here to this location. Bam. Stop. So keep that in your mind. Know this. Family, I love you. I'm showing you this by the will of Yah as he manifesting it to me. A lot of this stuff is new to me. As I'm reading, I'm seeing it. And it stood between the people in Yasha Yah and see, it's saying between the people of Yasha Yah and the Mizraim, see, Egyptians. And that night, as it changed to a pillar of fire, it gave darkness to Mizraim, but light to the people of Yasha Yah. So the Mizraim couldn't find Yasha Yah, see. Meanwhile, Moshe stretched his rod over the sea. And Yah opened up. See, he stretched his rod over the sea, but Yah opened up the path through the sea. You see that? With walls of water on each side. And a strong east wind. See the people think it's a joke. What do y'all do when you lift up hurricanes? Hurricanes are lifted up by the winds. Travel for hundreds of miles. That's why they can forecast and tell you hurricane is coming. Prepare. Get on out of here. Evacuations. Now people think it's a joke, brothers and sisters. I mean, they look at you talking about, especially Egyptians. See, they foolish. This is common to Yah. It goes on all the time. You see it, but you don't associate it with Yah. Because they tell you it's Mother Nature. It's the power of Yah. Yah have Malachims doing his work. He could call the winds. He called the wind to move the water. The water didn't just move by itself. He ordered it, and then look what he said. But he let me get my place. Meanwhile, Moshe stretched out his rod over the sea. Yah opened up the path through the sea with walls of water, see? On each side. And strong east wind blew all that night. See that? It took all that night. It wasn't just over a moment. He could do things quick, but he allowed us to be a moment. It took a moment. It's all that night, drying the sea bottom. See? So all that was a natural elements, occurrence by the command of Yah. So the sea had to get dry. So he moved the water all that night to get dry. So think about that. All the elements took place at Yah command. Man, he had the wind to move the water. See right there? A strong east wind blew all that night and dried the sea bottom. Just like a vacuum cleaner. Something I'm trying to think about. What they suction? Can't think of it. A shop vac. Don't it blow? It blows suction. Till it's all dried up. The floor's dried up. When you got a puddle in your house, a pipe bust, get the shop vac. Call the plumber, and they bring out the big shop vac. See, y'all got all that power, brothers and sisters. So I'm showing you the reality of it. And here, see, it's a strong east wind blew all that night, dried up the sea bottom. So the people of Yah walked through the sea on dry ground. Then Mizraim followed them between the walls of the water along the bottom of the sea. All Pharaoh horsemen, chariots, and horsemen. But in the early morning, Yah looked down from the cloud of fire upon the array of Mizraim and began to harass them. See, now he was troubling them. The chariot wheels began to coming off, so that their chariots scraped along the dry ground. Let's get out of here, Mizraim yelled. Yah is fighting for them and against us. When all Israel were on the other side, Yah said to Moshe, stretch out your hand again over the sea, so that the waters will come back over Mizraim and their chariots and horsemen. And Moshe did, and the sea returned to normal beneath the morning light. And Mizraim tried to flee, but Yah drowned them in the sea. And the water covered the path of the chariots and horsemen, and all the army of Pharaoh that chased after Yashia through the sea, not one remained alive. And the people of Yashia had walked through the dry land, and the waters had been walled up on either side of them. And Yah saved Yashia that day from Mizraim. And the people of Yashia saw Mizraim dead, washed up on the seashore. When the people of Yashia saw the mighty miracles of Yah had done for them against the Egyptians, they were afraid and reverenced Yah and believed in him and his servant Moshe. You see, when they started believing in Yah, brothers and sisters, they saw the devastating thing that took place to Mizraim. And see, Yah did some great miracles. Why you think right now Messiah go pop on the scene like who I am, and you won't believe me? How people ain't believe Moshe? Moshe led them all through these ways and these things. At that point, they believe Moshe. Remember, they believe Moshe at that moment. And later on, they start complaining again against Moshe. See how quick our people forget? They saw great mighty work of Yah. Then later, they thought lightly of Yah's work. Think about that, brothers and sisters. A lot of people overlook these things of Yah. They fastly forget. So all of these things we got history of to keep in your mind. As I'm going to read chapter 15 and verse 22. I'm coming close to the end. Chapter 15 of Exodus, verse 22 right here. See right here? It says, then Moshe led the people of Yah on from the Red Sea. See that? So let me get that right. He led them on from the Red Sea, which is here. They crossed there on dry land. Y'all split it this way. The water went that way and that way. So let me get another map here. So we'll see the direction where the water went to, so they could cross over right here. See right here on the map? The Red Sea wilderness here. They came down here and crossed. They crossed over near there. The water went that way and that way. The east wind came from that way and caused the water to flow that way and that way. They crossed over that way. Red Sea is here. Split the Red Sea, they cross here. So let me go back here. We got that point here. Let me find my spot again, 22. It said, then Moshe led the people of Yah on from the Red Sea, see? And they moved out into the wilderness of Shur and were there 3 days without water. Here come the doubt bug again. And arrived at Marah, right here. See right here, boom. Marah here is on the other side. They came across the Red Sea dead, from out of the Red Sea wilderness dead. Right here, they right at a place called Marah. I got acorns hitting my car again. Called Marah, across from Jabal Al-Laws there, the mountain of Almonds there. Those they call laws in that particular in ABBA means almonds right there. So that must have almond trees there. So they was here right there. So they camped there. So let me go back here. See, let me go right here. Let me get my place. See, it was called. It was bitter. That is okay. I just read it. I saw a place called say bitter. Right here. Let's say right here. Let's see right on the map again. Let's say something about bitter. I seen it on the map. Let's see, can I find it? Locate it again. Bitter. Okay. Can't find it on the map at the moment here. Came across it one time. Okay. For the sake of time, I'm gonna bypass that right now. Here. But right here, see. Jabal, Mariah is here. Mariah is here. Let me get my place here. I lost my place here. Okay, so right here, without water, arrived at Mariah, and they couldn't drink the water because it was bitter. That is why the place was called Mariah. See there, bitter meaning bitter.